WWE Survivor Series is done, so it's clobbering time. So let's cross it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cross You Out podcast. And of course, I am your host, Eric Cross. And in today's show, well, we got some Survivor Series news. We have a little bit of news about the 100th episode, which is the next episode. We also have a little update about my hand and everything else. And, well, we'll see what else we get into. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So here's the first thing. I had a full 15-minute episode filled out, probably about maybe 14 or so done. And I guess at some point it never recorded. So this is the second run of this. So this is kind of me a little speed run of what happened and what I got into. So first things first, my hand. Gary Yap, my good brother, I miss you, man. Messaged me and put it on the channel. He asked a little bit more detail of what happened. Basically, what happened was I'm an order selector. Basically picking up orders for customers and whatnot, and there was I want to say a big tomato can. I think they were the cans of beans, but it was the huge cans, like the ones that they get for restaurants or even not the nacho cheese sauce that they sell over at Costco, like the big can size. I was grabbing a 6-pack of those, and one got off away from me and broke my grip from my hand and crushed it. It was pretty painful. So nothing was broken. It was traumatizing carpal tunnel that occurred, and got it done. Got the carpal tunnel surgery done. Stitches came out last week. Still in somewhat pain, but we're getting through it. Second piece of news: the 100th episode is going to be a doozy. I am planning something very special. It is going to be a very, very special episode of the podcast that I'm very excited for. And I can't really explain or say what it's going to be. It will take 3 weeks for me to get this done. So I can guarantee you it is completely 100% worth it. Unless there's some news that pops up in between that time, I will come back and talk about it. But this is going to be a very special episode of the 100th episode of the Cross You Out podcast, and I cannot wait. So let's get ready for that. Let's just put a little hashtag. It's going to be CYO 100. Might as well. Let's see. Or CYOP 100. There you go. That's even better. Because this is a Cross You Out podcast. Come on now. See, I don't plan these things. This just happens on the fly. All right. So, like I said earlier in that first take, which I don't know how or what happened, but that did not record, and I'm kind of sad about that because I can already tell my voice is going. But let's see. Survivor Series. War Games was done and over with, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I didn't like the storyline narrative that was going on for the night of will Randy Orton be there? Will he not? Will this happen? Will that happen? You know, if you should have really held off on announcing Randy Orton going to be, you know, on the team. If you were going to wait until this last minute to, show him, you know, I didn't like that. If you're going to announce, you announced it on Raw saying that he's going to be a part of the War Games, which again, obviously he shows that he agreed and signed a contract to say, hey, I will be in the War Games match. Then to proceed to say, oh, he's still kind of hesitant. He's not sure if or we're not sure if he's even going to show up to the War Games match. So, again, it's kind of a little clusterfuck, so to speak. But at the same time, you know, you really could have done something different. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. And you try to hype this up a little bit. That's where it kind of irritated me because you're hyping this. Is he gonna be there? Ooh, like you should have had a promo in the beginning and kind of like, if you want to run with the Jey Uso thing, Orton saying that he's not ready or doesn't feel comfortable with Jey Uso tagging with him, you know, then you could have done something different. You know, cut a promo about it and then have him say, you know what, I'm out of here. And then come back at the end. Boom. Perfect. You already opened the can, so to speak, of Orton gonna be there. So but the bigger news is the man himself, Mr. I'll threaten you over some real glass. Mr. I really hope he's not on the media scrum tonight. But I, whatever's. Mr. CM Punk is back in WWE, and did I think ever I would say that? Possibly. Did I really Did I really put that CM Punk at this moment and at this time would be back in WWE? No, I wouldn't. If Vince McMahon was still under power, this deal possibly wouldn't happen. You know, Triple H is a lesser of two evils. It looks like Triple H wants to do more with the company than what Vince McMahon is. He's already set in his ways. He's already feeling like, whatever I've done in the past has worked so good. I'm, a multimillionaire, whatever's. So let's just keep on doing what we're doing. But this is a different time. This is the Triple H era of wrestling, of WWE as well. So we'll see how that goes. The only thing I have, is he going to be on Raw or is he going to be on SmackDown? Now there's two options at this point because he is going to get a WrestleMania main event, no matter what. Is he going to get a WrestleMania main event against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title at night one of WrestleMania? Or is he going to take away that main event spot from Cody Rhodes and face Roman Reigns? Now, does anybody want to see that? I mean, I really don't. I don't care, but I also understand there's stories between both competitors. You know, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins would make sense because he, brought in the Shield, and then the comments that he made. What was it? A couple months ago, saying that CM Punk's a cancer and blah blah blah. He doesn't deserve to be in the locker room. Same thing with Seth or with Roman Reigns. He brought him into the company, into WWE as the Shield. Now that storyline can still work. Then it also goes with Paul Heyman. He's a Paul Heyman guy. There's history there as well. We can pick that up as well. So there's a possibility that will happen. Does CM Punk be the one to take away the longest streak of holding the World Heavyweight title? I don't know. I don't want to see that because I want to see Cody win. I want Cody to be the one to take the title, and then we can have CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes somewhere down the line. 4 or 5 months after, boom, perfect. But no matter what, CM Punk is going to get that main event spot at WrestleMania night 1, possibly night 2, but night 1 for sure. That should be a guarantee. But again, we will see. So yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I am exhausted right now. I'm so upset that the camera did not pick up what I was going recorded, and but it is recorded right now, so I'm thankful for that. And yeah, the audio can be a lost audio, I guess, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, the 100th episode is coming up very soon. Give me roughly 3 weeks or so, and I can get that out to you guys. It's going to be a very special episode of the Cross Your Out podcast because there's going to be something special that's happening. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Cross out. Good night, everybody.